it's open. It looks as though someone was expecting me. Hello? Where's the welcome reception? Doesn't matter, I'll help myself. I've not been here since the opening. That was... wow. That's almost 200 years gone by. Well, it doesn't look like I'll be getting a tour today. Little servo bots. They must be waiting here to begin their duties as interactive museum guides. One of these tin cans should definitely be greeting me, but they seem to be switched off.
Welcome to the Thora's Museum of Intergalactic Relations. Our new exhibition, which will reveal the truth behind the myth of the Illochim, is not yet open to the public. But it would be an honor, dear visitor, to allow you a sneak preview of our exhibition today. We've therefore made a few of our attractions accessible especially for you today. We hope you enjoy discovering what is surely the Milky Way's most unresearched myth, the Illochim. Although we are unfortunately obliged to take a few measures to ensure everyone's security, I nevertheless wish you an enjoyable and informative visit.
That's the museum director himself. He doesn't look entirely sane. Great. It seems that my security is everyone's top priority today. The Arcanides really have created a memorial to Thora here. That would be unthinkable on Archon, but as a symbol of diplomacy, it's quite a good likeness. A transmitter field. That means that the rooms don't necessarily have to be architecturally connected. Instead, you can be beamed from one room to the next without noticing the transition. It only works that way inside closed buildings.
Dear visitor, this part of our exhibition, which illustrates the invasion of the Illochim and how they were driven out of what was then the Tyarch Tucson, the great empire by the Arcanides, is unfortunately not yet ready for visitors. The few exhibits you see here all originate from the mining moon Gom Calidus in the Gonom system. If the sparse mythical sources are to be believed, this was the only place where the Illochim and the Arcanides ever coexisted and traded, even temporarily. There is, however, no written evidence from that time to attest to the Illochim's presence. Everything we now know about their time in our galaxy has been reconstructed from later writings, drawings, and murals. We don't even have sufficient evidence to prove that these beings ever really existed. The clues provided by the myth are researched and evaluated using the most modern techniques. A considerable amount of this research into the myth is carried out by the Arcanide researchers and scientists, since the Arcanides were, at the time, the only race whose technology was advanced enough to withstand the onslaught of the Illochim.
As long as these shields are surrounding the exhibited objects, it's impossible to touch them, much less pick them up. It could be worth trying to break through them, but that would require a fairly heavy object and a lot of energy. No welcome at the entrance, no exhibits. This myth doesn't seem to have much to offer. Oh no. That sounds like Mandra. I've got to help her. If Mandra's here, that means her kidnappers are here, and maybe this Kato too.
In this room, most honored guest, we come to the actual subject of this exhibition, the Illochim themselves. The few artifacts which apparently bear witness to their presence in our galaxy have been collected from far and wide. While the origins of some of the artifacts displayed are known, others were discovered in ways and places as secret and mysterious as the Illochim themselves. It appears, however, that almost every race and every even semi-inhabitable celestial body came into contact with this myth over 10,000 years ago. It's like a mysterious thread, weaving its way through all our pasts and connecting us all.
The holoprojector can be tilted. Maybe I can use this to get the wing bones in the display. Blast. I need something to wedge the projector in this position.
Dear visitor, this part of the exhibition is designed to give you an impression of the technology which made the Arcanides into one of the Milky Way's great military powers as early as the 11th millennium Da'ark. This was the time of the Illochim myth, or, according to the Terran calendar, about 10,000 years ago. According to the myth, it was only these superior weapon systems which enabled us to finally drive the Illochim out of our beloved galaxy. Here, we provide you with a glimpse of the Arcanide scientists' extraordinary achievements. These successes have made the Milky Way what it is today, one of the great superpowers of the universe.
I see. I now have a universal remote control for everything that can be operated by remote control. Undoubtedly useful. Unfortunately, that wasn't a resounding success. This old tin can hasn't got enough momentum. The Arcanides really have created a memorial to Thora here. That would be... This could actually be Thora's dagger sword. Hers looked pretty similar at any rate. There's a switch on the floor here. Let's see what it does. If only everything in life were so easy. I have no idea what this hook is meant to be used for, but if it's really technology used by the Illochim, I'm sure it'll be of some use to me. This Arakita ore seems to be directly connected to the presence of the Illochim in the Milky Way. It might be useful for me to have a sample of it for myself. Arcanide particle streams are just extremely unwieldy. This laser pointer is the only really usable thing on this weapon. A long-range white laser and therefore invisible. Hello? Is there anyone here? I'd like to speak to the director. The curator of this exhibition obviously didn't have all that much to do. These object lifters are extremely handy. They really keep you from hurting your back, particularly when you're trying to lift really heavy objects, and when your back already has 3,000 years of service under its belt. Wait a minute. These containers have weapon systems inside, and this one here was produced on Terra. Anyway, it's clear that mortals sent the drill here, and it isn't here, at any rate. Perhaps I can use the tiles here. They're too heavy. That's funny, since they hover over the water. Games aren't really my thing.